when you first met in Chicago.
Yeah.
What was food like there?
And Chicago is a really good food city. There's like really delicious food there. But it was also, we would work late and we would end up at this amazing old school diner every night after the show.
Called the Golden Apple.
Golden Apple
Golden
Diner.
Apple.
Which also kind of makes sense in a family way because I ate there probably twice a day.
So there was a stretch where we would eat there, go before the show, and then again after the
I
show.
love that.
And it was in the same waitress, I know, Donna, who...
There was actually like an NPR This American Life podcast about Donna.
Donna.
Donna, in Chicago, she was,
Chicago,
everybody
yes.
went.
Yeah, and so that felt
What was
like...
she like? Was she kind of young?
She's from Oklahoma.
Was she like those movie waitresses in diners? I remember the one in
Yes,
Five
she is.
Like
She
Pieces. All the
seemed-
one.
yes.
It's always a diner scene, and it's that waitress who's slightly sassy and
She
kind of
was like
slightly
tall,
She was more elegant and
striking
sassy.
Yeah.
Oklahoma woman, maybe in her 50s
Maybe
at
in her,
the time.
certainly her 50s.
And real warm.
So warm, and she was so... And people just loved her.
She
and
was
she
famous,
was witty.
yeah.
Yeah, she was kind of famous. But anyway, that was another extension of family and eating. I mean,
Being a regular.
being a
Being
regular, and
regular.
everybody saying hello. And it was Greek owned.
Sure.
Yes,
Of course.
Of course.
I'm a big fan of a late night breakfast, so
yeah.
like a scrambled eggs and a Belgian waffle.
Yeah.
Could also eat a lot more.
You get a
23.
a hot veal.
Oh yeah, our friend Scott Assett used to get the hot veal every night.
No, picture this piece of veal, deep fried.
Deep fried.
The place called the Athenian Room.
Oh yeah, that place. I've talked about that
was a
place a
restaurant,
lot.
yeah.
It was a
Well-
little Greek place, a little better than a diner, but they would do these kind of Greek lemon chickens on rotisseries, and then they would let the fat drip onto the French fries.
Yeah.
Incredible.
On the
Oh,
fries.
into the French fries.
So they were like a cottage fry or a
Yeah.
Really?
fry thing, and there was so much lemon and even vinegar on the everything.
Yeah.
It had a bite and a tang, and the skin was so crispy. I had never had a chicken that tasted
You
so
get that
good in
with
my
like a
life.
big wash.
I'm always
Do that in
chasing that
feta.
chicken.
Was it part of falling in love, your love for food, do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Could you date somebody who didn't like food or didn't care about food? Do you think?
I don't
that
think so
would be-
because I think there's a weird disconnect with people who don't like food.
I don't
Or
understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand
understand.
someone who's like doesn't care about food.
Yeah.
Oh, Tina used to do this hilarious bit when we were first dating. It has to do with chocolate cake.
Yeah.
And
It's so stupid.
it's so
But I
stupid,
do.
but this is one of the reasons I fell in love with her. And we would be at the improv theater doing something,
Yeah.
and somebody would have cake, and you would come up, and you would put chocolate cake right here, covering up one of your
Doing your
teeth.
teeth on purpose.
And you would just start talking, and it looked like you had just had a tooth knocked out, but you would play it like
Like I didn't know.
you
Yeah,
didn't
didn't
know.
know. Yeah.
I don't know why. Why was that so funny?
I don't know, but it's what this marriage is
Wasted
based on.
cake, right?
But do you think about food a lot, both
I
of
think we
you?
wake up in the morning,
Do you
have
wake up in the
coffee,
morning?
and plan dinner.
Do you?
Very much so.
Yeah.
We have we look forward to our coffee in the morning so much.
So no big breakfasts in the no, not the eggs and the
I do.
biscuits and the
Not biscuits, but an egg. And
How do you make your eggs?
different ways? You normally like either sunny side up or over easy. I've been trying to get better at poaching eggs
Oh yeah, okay.
because it's delicious.
I like a poached egg.
I do too.
Yeah, I think with a poached egg, my slight opinion is that you don't have to be afraid of putting too much vinegar in the water.
See, that might be it because I put like a
Yeah.
cap full.
No, don't worry. I mean, I don't think
It's
it.
not gonna do
I mean, but I don't think you need. Oh, nor do you need a lot of water. So then you don't need a lot. But I think that vinegar chemical something is.
What tightens it up,
yeah,
right?
maybe it really makes it.
Do you
easier.
swirl the water?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
That's
Yeah.
what I had learned, that you vinegar and then take a spoon and get the water.
Oh, I see. And then
churn-
you have
and then
a
when you
little
drop
well.
the egg in the middle,
Oh,
it
okay.
shapes it
Yeah.
quicker.
Yeah. Do you eat eggs in the morning?
I do eat some. I have perfected a boiled egg. I like a hard boiled egg.
That's a really hard thing to perfect. I have
So
to
many
say.
different
I
ways.
put it
Yeah.
in, just cover it with water, bring it to a rolling boil, turn it off, lid for 10 minutes
10 minutes,
exactly.
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then you peel it. Do you peel it under?
Peel it
cold-
and put mustard on it.
Mustard. That's a good idea. But yeah.
The egg situation. The other one that's hard, it's tricky, and it always looks so good is when somebody does a soft-boiled egg and they put it in an egg cup and
Oh,
they
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
can
that's
delicately
very
open
British.
it. It's so,
They,
and you
that's
dip
very
your
British.
bread.
That's
It
what
is
they
British.
do. They have soldiers. They
Yeah, the-
Toast
they call it
soldiers, yeah.
soldiers. You have that thing, and I never could quite perfect that thing of putting your spoon in and not
And not
getting the
getting shell.
Yeah,
but
me
I
either.
sure wish I could.
When you then started working, when you sort of then had domestic life
Mm-hmm.
in New York and you were both working, did you fit food into that?
When you're working on a set,
Yeah.
so for 7 years we were on set at
And was that 30 Rock?
30 Rock, yeah. And we
But you did the music for 30
Yeah, and I was
Rock.
Yes.
and I was
Yeah.
on the yeah.
Juice.
And were they
Directing
were
there,
they
too.
all good eaters? Was Alec?
Yeah, I mean, we all
love.
love food. Alec loves food.
Alec loves food.
And it was real. That neighborhood at the time is in Long Island City. It's grown a lot, but at that time it was a real kind of food desert. There
Yeah.
wasn't a place to order in from, whatever. And so we'd have catered lunch that was. Geez, and then we had an amazing woman. I've probably talked about her a lot. I can't forgive
Go
me if I
ahead.
repeat, but this woman, Angel, who was so you have your catered lunch, but you also have what they call craft services, which is a table just of constant snacks, and they bring different things out. And it really is when you're having a long, arduous day, it's one of your biggest joys. And you're like, Angel's walking around with garlic knots or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was from Long Island, and she would bring in all these Italian delights from Long Island, like fresh, like breads and
Like
tomato
real
pie and
Goodfellas kind of
mozzarella.
stuff,
Yeah,
like-
real good.
I don't know where she was
yeah.
getting all this delicious food. But
And and like
You were
Italian
really, like-
cookies and stuff, and it was your only joy, yeah. And so there was almost never any meal at home like during that time.
But I think creatively, how you work within food and being hungry or not wanting to eat. Some people don't want to eat when they're acting. People I've talked to say they don't like to eat.
Well, sometimes
they're
if you're
working.
acting, you don't want to feel you weighed down and don't have a
Yeah.
heavy meal. Being a writer / performer all that time was tricky because if I'm writing, I absolutely have to carb load. I truly,
do.
I think my
Yeah.
brain needs like
the
bagels.
dopamine or whatever.
Yeah.
needs bagels to function.
Yeah.
And then if you're an actor, you think like, well, I still need my costume to fit or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I never was successful back 20 years ago when everyone was on like Atkins and stuff. Like, I can't do that because my brain won't work.
When I'm working, I use food as my
Reward.
at the end of everything. So I try not to eat or snack or do anything too much. Maybe coffee and stuff. But I'm really looking forward to. I'm going to push through, and then I'll go a little late. And about 8 o'clock, I'll go in. I'll make myself a nice little one-person dinner. It's my favorite
Sometimes
thing.
I'll be-
and I may
sometimes it's
have
like
a little
11
and have
o'clock.
a cocktail with that, and I feel that's what I've worked all day for. This is what I've worked for.
Yeah, you always would rather delay having the nice meal to the end rather than taking a dinner break. So oftentimes if we're really like working hard on something, I'll be going to bed and Jeff will be like frying a steak and and to me I'm like that seems like a nightmare.